right, good evening, everybody. Welcome back to the Turn Tassel Show. My name is Stephen Ampersand. I'm your host, and as always, I'm here to help you, the people you love, get to and through college, university, trade schools, earlier on time, with minimum to no debt. And that's something to celebrate, isn't it? We've been busy. Woo! We have been busy. Several consultations this week and some other side projects going that I enjoy very much, and also a new business venture that I will keep close to the vest, but a new business venture that is in process and in progress. And, we're trying to, keep things moving, so we can clap that up. Yeah, there we go. Go ahead and clap that up. So tonight's topic is failing. We're going to talk about failing tonight, and it's an important discussion because we live in a society in a day and an age where people are reluctant to admit when they're failing. There's a lot of pride running around out there, and folks want to save face. And so they won't let you know that they're failing. And that's not just an individual problem. It is what I'm going to say is a societal problem. It's a societal problem. And we're seeing it on full display now in the ranks of higher education. By every reasonable metric out there, higher education is failing. By every metric. Look at the overall graduation rates. Look at the student loan indebtedness tally. Look at the underemployment, the debt to income ratio of what people are obligated to pay back versus how much they can earn, the quality and relevancy of the degrees and credentials that are offered. I mean, it goes on and on and on. And tonight, we're going to look specifically at the dropout rate. Because what I just said, what I just mentioned, all those things that demonstrate on the scorecard, if you're looking at a grade, these would be D's and F's. If you look at the statistics on these things, D's and F's nationally. I mean, it's bad. It's really bad. Okay. However, as we think about and talk about these realities, we're speaking about folks that graduate and have all the debt, graduate and are underemployed, graduate from degree programs that are useless. But what about those individuals that start and don't finish? What about those who don't complete, the some college crowd? What about those folks? Well, you can imagine it's a lot worse for them. So without further ado, let's go ahead and cut to camera number 2. All right. So we're going to read today another article from Inside Higher Ed. And this is by David Steele. It's dated today. And he says, tide of exits without degrees still rising. The number of students who left college before earning a credential continued to rise during the last 2 years. The number of students in the United States who have attended college but left before receiving a credential, certificate, or degree has risen to 39 million from 36 million in 2019. Not looking good, people. It's not looking good. According to a new report released Tuesday, Black and Hispanic students continued to make up of a disproportionate share of the total number. The report, Some College No Credential by the National Student Clearinghouse Research Center, follows similar reports from the center in 2019 and 2014. The total number of uncredentialed students reported represents an 8.6% increase and partially reflects the impact of COVID-19 pandemic on the academic outcomes of college students who faced unprecedented financial and personal challenges, including job and income losses and the sicknesses and deaths of family members. The report covers the 2019-20 and 2020-2021 academic years in all 50 states, the District of Columbia, and all U.S. territories. Nobody escapes this. You're all failing. Higher ed. Public, private, 2-year, 4-year, proprietary. You're all failing. Let's keep going. The percentage of Black and Hispanic students who left college without credentials or degrees remained lower than their percentage enrolled in college combined. They made up 42.8% of the 39 million who left college, compared to 34.3% of the total undergraduate enrollment nationally, right? So I think as you read further down into this, it's going to break out and delve further into the disparities by race. And, I don't get into the race conversation here because really it's a fruitless conversation. It's not irrelevant. It's not unimportant. It's very important. But at the same time, it's also a fruitless conversation here because we just read it. Everybody's failing. Everybody. This thing has gotten so bad that everyone is failing. Now, we know that it's worse for African American women. We know that. Statistics show that they hold, after 20 years, they hold still the majority of the student loan balances that they were afforded. Okay, we know that. And we could talk about, again, as we've discussed in previous broadcasts, why we're seeing a mass exodus of men from college campuses. And that's of all colors and backgrounds. We've talked about how people of all backgrounds have come out of college with credentials and can't find jobs, which is what a college degree is for. Let's be honest. They couldn't find jobs that were going to pay. Now, there's lots of jobs out there. Everyone's hiring, but they're all frontline jobs. We got folks with master's degrees, foaming, steam wand foaming half cap lattes over at Starbucks for people. Newsflash, you don't need a master's degree to be a barista. We already discussed the fact that the MBA in particular, but all master's degree programs have a net negative return on investment. We've done that broadcast. So we don't delve into the hair splitting of race in this conversation. At least I don't on this program, because let's be honest, everybody's failing as it relates to higher education. The largest bank in the United States is the U.S. federal government by way of the student loan program. And direct lending really became a thing back in 2008. So they haven't existed very long, and yet They're by far the largest bank in the nation. Only in this bank, you borrow money and you're chained to it for almost your entire adult lifehood, if not your entire adult lifehood. This is bad. Okay. So let me come back here. So why is this why is all this important? Okay. Um let's read here. With the number of students leaving college without credentials rising and the racial imbalance unchanging, again, that's David's angle. Courtney Brown, Lumina's vice president of strategic impact and the panel moderator, said, "We've got to change the trajectory of that 39 million. This is an emergency. It's urgent." I'll say. Now we're sounding the alarm, right? But where was the alarm when we were handing out all these loans? Where was the alarm then? Allergies are kicking my tail. Where's all the alarm then? And why does this matter? Why is this important to you? It's important to you because as we're watching record inflation in our nation failing, as we're watching ridiculous gas prices at the pump failing, as we're looking at just messed up supply chain management and supply chain fail, we couldn't, even before all this, we couldn't afford this. But especially with all these things going on, you cannot afford, with rising rents, you cannot afford to do school wrong. Reach out to us at 484-574-1866 at turningtassel@gmail.com. I need a plan. We'll help you so you can avoid the traps, get to and through in a major that will actually lead to gainful employment that pays you what you would hope to have. I'm Stephen Ampersand, and this is the Turn Tassel Show.